So the video that you're about to watch, I play incorrectly. I have to go online and get some clarification on how to play it, whether the map is already explored or enemy heroes are discovering tiles as they move toward me, etc. I play it wrong. I'm still uploading it, but just so you know, everything you're about to watch is pretty much done incorrectly. So the Necropolis campaign will be revisited, but I still might take a little break from it for a little bit. Halloween 2024. Today is October 31st, and I am going to start the Necropolis campaign. What better way to end my first playthrough of all the Heroes of Might and Magic, the board game campaigns, than to end on the Necropolis on Halloween. Well, I mean, there will be other times we play, just starting tonight. Anyway, I'm going to be Sandro. The first quest says that the enemy heroes are randomly placed on these two tiles and move toward me at the end of my turn. The only way I think they can legally do that is if the whole map is explored. I could not find anything that says whether or not the map is revealed or not. I drew the tiles at random as it instructed, and I just placed them face up to have the heroes move toward me. I have 8 rounds to kill both of them. So we are going to play Necropolis. My starting bonus that I'm choosing is to draw cards from the spell deck until I find a spell that inflicts damage, add that card to my hand, and discard the rest. So, we have Bloodlust, nope. Visions, thankfully no. And Firewall, not quite what I would want. I was hoping for a fireball rather than a firewall, but I guess not. So let's begin. Like I said, have 8 rounds to do this. Also, one final note before I start. This is going to be probably the last time I play this game for a little while. When Cove expansion, Conflux expansion, and Stronghold expansion ship, which is supposed to be in 2025, I will go through Tower and Dungeon again, as well as those 3 on normal difficulty, and that'll finish off my first playthrough. And then the next time I bust out the game, whenever that'll be, I'll probably play on more than just normal, although my performance with Dungeon was less than spectacular. So looking forward to tackling those again, but it'll be a little while. So if you're looking forward to more of this game, it'll happen. It'll just be some time. All right, one final time before I read the first part of the story. I could not find whether this map was unexplored or not, but I don't believe the enemy heroes can legally move toward me through unknown space because there's blocked fields and such. So the map is explored, and that's just how I'm going to play it. If that's wrong, feel free to let me know. That's not how I felt like I wanted to play it or how I should play it, but I couldn't think of a way to get them to move to me legally. Dear Jedi. In the gloom chamber of his mansion, Sandro was looking outside the window. Deeply in the thoughts, he was holding a letter from an old acquaintance. Sandro, my name is Jedi. Perhaps you remember me, if your memories are not clouded by your undead mind. We were students together under Ethric. By becoming a necromancer, you've completely shamed me. For it was I who introduced you to Ethric. I should have listened to him. From the start, he doubted your ability to wisely endure the burden of magical knowledge. Ethric told me of the 2 artifacts now in your possession. Know this, Sandro. You will not get past me on your journey to Deya. I have allied with the Rampart town up north, and they stand with me against you. I will take the artifacts from your rotting corpse and return them to Ethric. After reading it yet again, he crumpled the paper and turned around.
Ah, there you are,
he started.
At last, I have the cloak of the undead king and the armor of the damned. My plans to take over Deya can now commence. Still, it seems Ethric, my old master, has finally tracked me down.
The words, my old master, were uttered with a mockingly pompous tone. If not for the lacking muscles in his face, he surely would have had a smirk there.
He hasn't been too happy about me,
continued Sandro.
No, he was not happy about me becoming a necromancer, and he wants to remove the blight from his career. Ethric is no fool. He spread word of my location to those who would stop me. Some of the lords will want these artifacts for their own use. Others will wish to destroy them.
The room was silent. The only noise was coming from the wind outside and the random cracking of wood in the fireplace.
It does not matter. I will defeat these fools, soundly beat my master, and continue on to Dea, where they will appreciate my talents. You are awfully shy today,
added Sandro after rushing to the table. Then he grabbed a lonely skull sitting on top of it.
You were way more chatty last week,
he finished while bursting into sinister laughter. Then, with a sigh, he tossed the skull aside, losing all interest, and sat at the table littered with all kinds of crumpled papers, and haphazardly put away scrolls. He snapped his bony fingers, at which a single skeleton came out of the shadows, and a room with a tray on top of it was a single quill pen. Dear Jedi, he started the letter, I have received your letter of warning, and I am supposed to run and hide, fearful of your vow to stop me? No, your threat only strengthened my resolve, for I will now use all of them to crush you and your troops. I will take these artifacts to Dea, where I shall use them to rise to the top of the Dea hierarchy. You and your pitiful little band cannot stop me. If you stand in my way, I will kill every living soul under your command and convert their undead bodies to my cause. P.S. By the way, thank you for introducing me to the powers of magic. Without your help, I never would have achieved such greatness. Sandro. After finishing his writing, he inspected every inch of the paper thoroughly. He then crumpled the whole thing and tossed it behind and started writing again. I, Sandro the Great, have received your letter of warning. All right, round one being a resource round, but being round one, I don't get any resources. But I do have to draw up to my hand size, which is 4. I can't go past 4th level this campaign scenario. So this is pretty much going to be it for now. Knowledge, attack, magic arrow, and firewall. Okay. Well, first off, let's see what I can do here. It's going to be 10 if I want my secondary hero. Citadel. 8. Don't have the building material. I've only got 3. Don't have the building material there either. Alright, well, first off, I'm going to recruit with 10 gold, my secondary hero. Again, they can't legally occupy the same space, but I'm going to move them before the end of the turn. We have to spin this, otherwise I can't get out. Okay. Well, we'll start Sandro off. He's got 3 movement, and the secondary hero has 2, but I can't find another movement token, so we'll do 1, and we've got a level 1 battle. I'm playing on normal, so that's going to be 1 bronze tier unit. So I will set up my skeletons and my zombies. My army is terrible right off the bat. We'll see what we got here. Halflings. Okay. 4 and 3, and they have a 6. So, they are going to start, and they will shoot at my zombies. So, if they get a +1 on attack, I gain +1 defense. So, -1. 1 against defense of 1 is nothing. That's an activation on them. They've got 3 hit points. I will play Magic Arrow, and I will discard Firewall. Do I want to do that? Playing it at 1 power does 2 damage. Yes, I will do that. I will play Magic Arrow, discard this for a power to do 2 damage with Magic Arrow, and I will, as an instant, play Knowledge. Instead of discarding the spell card, take it back into my hand. Magic Arrow on them, 2 damage. This is still in my hand. My skeletons are going to go. And they've got 2 attack, no defense. They will swing. They just need anything. 0 against defense of 0. Roll 2 attack dice and resolve the higher one. Ignores combat penalties. Okay, so he had a -1 and a +1, which would give them +1 defense. So 3 against defense of 2, my zombies would have taken a hit. But battle's over, they're dead. I get a half experience point, or 1 experience point. We will do number 2 to go here. I will not be pulling what I pulled on the dungeon, which is going there and dying. You know, that makes the Redwood Tower completely worthless. I didn't really look at this map when I set it up, so we are actually going to do this. We're going to play it this way. They can move toward me in the darkness. I'm just going to say that they get 3 spaces. They're in the center of these, so I'm just going to do it that way, where they're going to move toward me, because I will have spent the 3rd movement point to discover that tile. And this mine is now flagged under me, which means I immediately produce 2 building material from it. Okay. And now my secondary hero is going to go. We'll use 1 movement to go to this campfire. And I get an experience point, which we looked up after I was told I was doing that wrong. That experience point fizzles into nothing. It doesn't go to my main hero because the secondary hero can't get experience. So we'll use his secondary movement point to go there. And that will be the round. That mine also increased my building income. And before I truly end the round, I am going to build 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll get 2 back. Exciting footage of me fishing through bags. Okay, 10 gold, 4 building material. That's all my building material. No valuables. I will build City Hall. And that'll be the build. That will be round 1. Enemy heroes move toward me at the end of my turn. Okay. Alright, round 2 is an astrologer's round. Astrologers proclaim week of the ammo cart. Until the next astrologer's round, each ballista deals +1 damage. First aid tends to deal +1 health. And each ammo cart allows re-rolling 1 attack die for all range units. Worthless for me at this juncture, this point in time. I have 2 cards, so I got to draw up to my hand limit. I don't want to discard anything. Got the Cloak of the Undead King. Put this card on the Pack of Skeletons unit card. It replaces the card's statistics. When the Cloak of the Undead King card, health drops to 0, discard it. Okay. That's at the beginning of a resource round where I can reinforce a bronze for free. Because right now I have a few skeletons and a few zombies. I'm pretty much worthless. Flipping my movement points over, using 1 movement point to my secondary hero to go to this treasure. I rolled the wrong die, by the way, for that resource. That was the treasure die that I rolled, so instead I'll just roll this, and I would get 6 coins. So I did the opposite of what I should do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, these are flipped back for this round, and we'll use my secondary movement point once this guy gets out of the way. We'll go here, visit this Redwood Tower, and we will put the obelisk like that. Then I will use another movement point to go here and get a morale token and a movement point. That is visited. We'll go here, get an experience, which levels me up, which I now can do an expert level ability, and I get a new card. Ability card. Okay, so my choices are, oh yeah, Scholar and Eagle Eye. Okay, I will take Scholar into my hand, and as an expert ability, I will use remove up to 2 statistic cards from your hand or discard pile, take up to 2 different empowered statistic cards, and put them on top of your discard pile, then remove Scholar. So yeah, I will do that right away. and I will take power and attack. And I will remove those and get power and attack empowered. Okay, so that's explored. We use my last movement point to go here. Level 2 encounter. 2 bronze units. I have my zombies and skeletons set up. You're going to face peasants. Alright. And centaurs. Oh, centaurs have a 7. They're going to go first. Okay, so centaurs go here. Attack the zombies. At 0, 2 against defensive 1. That's going to be 1 damage. Zombies retaliate. At 0, 2 against defensive 0. It's going to be 2 damage. Activation, retaliation, 3 and 4. Okay, so my skeletons do get to go. We are going to just cast Magic Arrow and shoot the centaurs for another damage. Skeletons are going to go here, attacking the centaurs. At 0, 2 against defensive 0. That's going to put them up to 5. They're dead. Activated. Peasants are going to go... No, my zombies are 3 initiative, and I go first as the attacker. So, they're going to go here and attack the peasants. At -1, of course. So 1 against defensive 0. That's going to be 1. Peasants are going to jam back. 0, 1 against defensive 1 is nothing. So they retaliated. Peasants are going to activate now, and I'm going to have them attack the skeletons because they go after same tier, and I want to end this battle before I use a movement point. 2 against defensive 1 is going to be 1. I only need to roll anything. So against defensive 0 kills them. That was pretty dumb of me to charge into that attack. I forgot that I had movement points, and I lose this scenario if I fail even 1 combat encounter. So I am still level 1. Nope, I'm level 2. Dumb. Okay, so that's 1 experience point. I should have gone to the fight first, and then here I would have been level 3. But treasure. Roll 2, take 1 result. Well, I will take experience that I would have... Now I would have been level 3.5. So anyway, hand limit is now 5. And we will check out some abilities. Intelligence, lame, and earth magic. Well, during combat, before any unit activates, play a spell card. You can only play 1 spell card during a combat round. I'll take earth magic. And I will play that right away as a permanent card. +1 for each spell from the School of Earth Magic. I'll set that there and then probably promptly forget about it. And I will use my second movement point for my secondary hero to go here. And now, what else can I do? I can't do anything. I think that's the round. Yeah, everything requires building material, and I spent all that to build a city hall. But we are going to end the round. Enemy heroes are going to move. Okay. I have a feeling I'm going to lose this one. Round 3, resource round. Income, 10 gold, 2 building materials, and that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 2. My hand limit is 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I will use my city hall to freely upgrade my skeletons to a pack, and this is reinforcing a bronze tier unit for free. I don't have a citadel, which is usually required to reinforce, but I believe that this overrules that. Could be wrong. Hope I'm not wrong. But that's how I'm doing it. because that building has the ability to reinforce. Anyway, I don't know why I'm arguing so hard. I am going to continue playing. If I do it wrong, someone will let me know. Oh man, that's a level 5. I don't know how I'm going to do this. Can't get any resources. Everything I have is pretty much trash. We'll spend a movement point to discover this tile. And I will spend a movement point to go here, getting a movement point back. And I've got to do it. We'll spend a movement point to go here. It's a level 3 encounter. That's going to be 1 silver, 2 bronze. I'll set up my guys, which are already set up. Harpies. And Cerberi. And Genies. Oh, this is awful. I don't have the initiative for this. 9, 8, 8. They're going to get 3 turns, and I get no retaliations before they do anything. I think I just lost. So, let's push onward, huh? Alright, 8, 8, and 9. Genies are going to go here and attack my zombies. Which... this doesn't say it's an action or anything. I believe that's just on them. -1. So 2 against defensive 1 is going to be 1. When attacking with Ifrit, this unit gains +1 attack. So that's going to be 4 -1 is 3. Against defensive 1 is 2. My zombies are going to retaliate. And -1. 1 against 1 is nothing. Activation. Worthless retaliation. Let's just finish him off, huh? Cerberi are going to go at +1. That's going to be 3 against defensive 1. That's enough to kill these losers. And probably me. Man, these campaigns are much harder than the ones that are in the core box. And that's their activation. Harpies are going to go here and ignore retaliation as well. At -1, that's 1 against defensive 1 is nothing. They will move back because they have that option. All right. So we are going to play this as an expert level cast. That's going to give me +2 spell power, and I draw a card, which I will pause to shuffle these. Knowledge. Okay, and I will use that 2 spell power to cast Magic Arrow at 2 spell power, which will be 3 damage, which I will do to the Genies. And I will play Knowledge as an instant to put this back into my hand. And we will go 1, 2, 3 with the skeletons. And attack at 0. That's going to be 3. Against defensive 1 is 2. That is enough to kill them. So Genies are gone. It's going to be a new round. I have to spend a movement point to keep it going. This is gone. And I forgot I have Earth Magic, just as I said I would. I cast that. I shouldn't do that as an expert then. I am doing that as a take-back. With my Earth Magic, I would only need to play that as +1 spell power and draw a card, which would have been the same card that I drew. And if I played my Knowledge as expert, play this card after casting a spell. Instead of discarding the spell card, take it into your hand. During this combat, your spell limit is increased by 1. So, before that round ends, I will then cast Magic Arrow at +1 power, and I will play Power at +1 power, putting me back up to 2, which will do 3 more damage, which I will do to the Cerberi, and then I will play Knowledge, which will put magic arrow back into my hand, and this is just at a regular level, which won't matter because I can't retaliate to the Cerberi or the Harpies. I can only attack one, and they're gonna kill me. Okay. Well, yep, I lost. I can't win this fight. With them, with me being unable to retaliate against either of them, I'm only able to kill one of them. Because I ended the round with that second magic arrow cost, so it is in my hand. So I need pretty much a miracle here. Okay. 1, 2, 3. They're going to stop there. 1, 2. They're going to attack. That's going to be 0. And, alright. So, 2 against defensive 1. That's going to be 1 damage toward my Cloak of the Undead King skeletons. Okay. And now, here we go. I am going to... Let's see. I have got to cast Magic Arrow at 0 spell power, which will blast the Cerberi for 1 hit point and kill them because they have... Nope, they have 5. But it's cast at +1 spell power because of the Earth Magic thing. So it does 2 damage to the Cerberi, and it kills them. Now I'm going to pause here real quick and make sure I did that all correctly, so I'm not casting a spell out of turn. But if I did do that, I need a +1 on the attack to kill this Harpy. I did review, and I did cast the 2 magic arrows in the first round with expert level knowledge, moving my skeletons up. And +1! Yes! That's going to be 4 against defensive 0. Harpies are dead. Skeletons win the day. Okay. I take back making fun of knowledge. That worked a lot better than I anticipated. However, I should be avoiding fights for a little while. And they're both heading here. I don't know how I am going to win this scenario. We will do... flag that building material mine, get a building or a valuable, and that was level 3. I am level 3, so that happens, I guess. And that is flagged. Income goes up as well. And I have no more movement points. Secondary hero is going to move here. I got that already. Now, we will build 8, 6, and 3. No, we won't. I've got 2. I wish I had a marketplace or a trading post. Anywhere? Nope. And, you're blocked off. You can't get here. So, end of the round, they are going to move toward me. Okay. Ooh, yikes. Alright, it is round 4. That's an astrologer's round. Astrologers proclaim Week of the Fluffy Rabbit. Each player immediately rolls 1 treasure die and gains the rolled bonus. So, I will take that for sure. I'm max level for this scenario. I will take diplomacy, because scouting is trash. Okay. I'm cornered here. I believe that this is considered a field, because when I enter a field with an obelisk, I am supposed to choose which hero is which that's coming to attack me. So, now that I'm level 4, we'll use 1 movement point for my secondary hero to go here. Flag this mine. Valuables income goes up by 1, and I get another valuable. And then we will use the secondary movement point to go here, which I'm cornered here. I will pause here and read the obelisk thing because I'm supposed to choose which of these two heroes coming at me is which one. Do it yourself. Sending a message confidently, announcing your intentions to your enemy is not normally your approach. You prefer a deceitful manipulation or a surprise attack to the chivalry of civilized warfare. However, you are paying your advisors a large sum of gold to reveal your enemy's weaknesses to you, and they advise you thusly. Send a message to all towns in this area announcing you hold the artifacts, then explain with excruciating detail just how terribly powerful you will become when you use them. Tell them if they don't permit you to pass, you will use the artifacts in battle and cast the shadow of death over their land. Yet now you are seeing some of your scouts who report to you unpleasant news. And I even sent them these letters, you think to yourself. And I need to hang a few advisors later. Oh, right, I did. It seems that in the distance an enemy army is marching. Your scouts are unsure which army it is exactly, but they are clearly looking for someone in nearby villages. Angrily, you conjure a spell to see the lands afar while muttering,
"What worthless bunch."
Okay, choose which model represents which enemy. And let's see. Yikes. This one will be Shiva, and that one will be Jedi, I guess. Ugh. Okay, here we go. Let's continue the round now. All right. That was the astrologer's round. Movement points, I forgot to draw my hand. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. This is terrible. Well, we will go 1 and get a valuable here. And then we will go 2 and go here, and then 3 and go to this treasure chest, which is a level 2 encounter, and I can't go past level 4 anyway, so they flee. Roll 2, take 1 result. I knew that was going to happen. Ugh, nothing. Okay, that is the end of this round for me. Can I do anything? 8, 6, and 3. These building materials, man. Yeah, I can't do anything. Okay. Well. End the round, that's what I can do, and stop sitting here sighing and bemoaning my situation and just go. After they move. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. They move toward me. I might be able to outrun them. Maybe. Because they're not going to be attacking my town. They move toward my hero. That is this whole thing. So, that's the round. Okay. Round 5, which is a resource round. And that is going to be my income of 10, 2, and 2. Pausing. Alright, and because I have no bronze tier units recruited, I will choose an extra 4 gold. Okay. Now, flipping movement points. I have to outrun these people, because I only have skeletons with a Cloak of the Undead King on them right now. And that is not enough to do much of anything. Maybe. Let me see what her army is. Shiva. Okay, so next turn she gets a gold tier unit if I don't kill her. So I am going to do an attack here, I think. I don't have enough building material for that. So I will instead, I have a bronze tier building. What do I got for bronze tier? I think I have 3, don't I? Yeah, wraiths and zombies. 3 health, 3 health. I think I will buy the zombies. Alright, I'll spend 3 gold to buy the zombies, which I should have bought at the end of my last round. Oh, I think I can recruit any amount of them. I have to look that up. Yes, I can recruit any amount of times. So I'm going to also buy the wraiths at 4. And then I'm going to use diplomacy. I'm going to use diplomacy as a regular. For every dwelling you have, draw 1 corresponding. I can recruit. So I will draw... No, that goes to my discard pile, not my cards I don't have yet pile. So I will draw and recruit from the bronze tier pile. Be something good. Centaurs. Not good, but it might be able to keep me alive here. Oh, if I fight her though, then he'll be able to get in range of me. So I got to play this a little bit smarter. Okay. We will go 2, 3. We'll use 2 movement points to cut through these mountains. I already have a goal, or I already have a, what's it called? Morale token. I already have a morale token. So we will stop there with my secondary hero, since they are going after my main hero. We will go 1 and stop there. Okay, that is going to be the round. So, enemy heroes move. We will go 1, 2, 3 and engage in battle. And 1, 2, 3. That one will stop there. No. We will actually go 1, 2, 3. Because I think if he goes there, he gains a movement point. So we will fight her, and this is not a neutral combat, so I do not need to spend movement points to get going. Send these centaurs right up to the front. Get my skelly boys right here, and my zombierbies are going to go there. Now she has an army equal to my hero's level. 2 silver and a bronze. So she's got rogues, liches, and magi. Oh, ranged. Ugh, the only thing about these centaurs is they're 7. I might be able to do something with them. Okay. So, 7. They've got 6, 7, and 6. All right. And now I got to build her AI deck. I made a mistake. She does not have magi. One of her silver tier units is nomads, according to the rules. Actually, even worse, she has the magi and nomads. Okay, here we go. I've got an initiative of 6, 5, 7, and 3. With 7, tied with 7, I will still go first. And we will do... We'll do a salvo here of a magic arrow. Just blast one off at... We will hit the liches with it. No, we will hit the nomads. We'll just start cutting a swath here. Okay, now centaurs are going to go. And 3, 3. Okay. 1. They will go here. And that was also cast with Earth Magic, because it's an Earth Magic spell, so it does 2 damage to the nomads, not 1. Stop forgetting that. The centaurs are going to attack at +1. So that's 3 against defensive 1 is 2 damage, kills the nomads. Good. Not bad. This is still going to be a pretty rough fight here. Okay, now liches are going to shoot bronze tier to bronze tier. So they will shoot at my zombies. At +1, which gives me +1 defense. So 4 against defense of 2 is going to be 2. Alright, 6. My skeletons are going to go. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3. And choose a unit adjacent to the target to attack it. For the purpose of this attack, your attack is 2. Okay, so that would be the skeletons at 2, 3. Well, first off, for the zombies, play this card on the unit that is about to activate next. So we'll put it on the rogues. Then I rolled a +1, so that's going to be 2, 3 against defensive 1 is going to be 2 on the skeletons, which gets rid of the Cloak of the Undead King. Boo. Alright, so now that the skeletons are significantly weaker, they would not have gone. So it'd be 6. The rogues are going to go and attack the centaurs at -1. So we've got 1 against defensive 0 is 1. Centaurs retaliate. Rogues activate the unit with the highest health in the army. 5, 6. So the liches have that. That was for the rogues. So at +1, 3 against defensive 1 is going to be 2. Keep forgetting these AI cards. I do not know why I always do that. That's a retaliation. You've activated. Magi are going to shoot. They will also shoot at the zombies, ignoring combat penalties. After this unit's attack, the enemy discards a random card with spell power. No, I need that. Stupid. 2 against defensive 1. That's 1. That's enough to kill the zombies. And I discard my firewall, thus throwing this battle into probably the end. Oh man, I needed that firewall. I should have cast that instead of stupid magic arrow. No, then the nomads would have been alive. Doesn't matter. Magi also activated. Ugh. Put this on the card that his unit is about to activate next, which would be the rogues. They had +1 defense, so it would be down to 1, and this would be gone. The rogues are going to activate next round. I don't know. I am awful with these AI cards. Oh, nope. They are going to activate next. Okay, let's focus up and play this right here. Wraiths are going to activate now. 5 and 5. We will actually activate the skeletons. 1, 2, 3. Skeletons are going to activate, and I'm going to use this empowered attack to increase their attack by 2. At -1. So 3, 4, 5, 4 against defensive 1 is going to be 3. They are dead. I should have attacked the Magi. I am not paying attention here. And that is sloppy playing. I over-attacked on some stupid rogues. Okay, Wraiths are going to go 1, 2, 3, and attack the liches at +1. So that's going to be 4 against defensive 1, 2, 2 against defensive 2. So those are gone. You receive 2 wounds and retaliate at +1. 4 against defensive 0 is enough to kill them. Losing all of my units quite quickly here. And now it is a new round. And this is probably it. We will do liches activate and attack. The unit that's about to attack gains +1. We will fight the centaurs at +1. So 3, 4, 5 against defensive 0. Kills my centaurs. Oh man. These guys are not activated. Magi activate. and get +1 attack as well. This is it. So we've got 4 against defensive 1 is 3. They're down to a few. That's these and these. Skeletons are going to go. I will attack the liches. At -1, of course. 1 damage to the liches. They will retaliate. At -1. 2 against defensive 1. That's going to be 1 damage. It is a new combat round. There's no more AI cards. Liches activate. They blast me into bone dust. Okay, well, another loss. So I guess it'll be September that I am adding Tower, Dungeon, and Necropolis to it. What a Halloween celebration. I played that pretty poorly, I think. I am going to have to message Archon or someone, see on Board Game Geek, and see if this is supposed to be explored or not. Are the heroes supposed to be moving toward me from the start of the match, or do they sit there until I discover that tile? Because if I played this wrong, I'm going to probably do another video. But right now, this was... I need more building materials. I wasn't able to get a silver tier building. What have you? I built the city hall. I had building materials. Instead of getting 4 gold on a resource round, I could have had liches. I could have had vampires. And I probably could have survived. So, like Dungeon, my own dumb choice strategically caused my death. I have failed.